How to install Hyper-V in Windows 10. Hyper-V is a virtual machine software solution that is included with Windows 10 Professional, Windows 10 Enterprise, and Windows Server that allows you to run multiple operating systems at once from within one instance of Windows. In order to use Hyper-V, you need to have virtualization enabled in the computer's BIOS and be running Windows 10 Professional, Windows 10 Enterprise, or Windows Server. If you are unsure if virtualization is enabled, you can try to install Hyper-V using the instructions below. And if it's not enabled, Windows will not allow you to continue the installation. Instructions on how to enable CPU virtualization can be found in the article, How to Enable CPU Virtualization in Your Computer's BIOS. By default, Hyper-V is not installed in Windows, and in order to use it, must be installed via the Windows Features control panel. To open this control panel, click on the Start menu and type Hyper-V into the search field. This will bring up a search result called Turn Windows Features On or Off as shown below. Click on the Turn Windows Features On or Off result and the Windows Features control panel will open. Now scroll down in the control panel and look for Hyper-V. When you find it, click on the plus button next to Hyper-V in order to expand the features options as shown below. Now put a checkmark in both the Hyper-V Management Tools and Hyper-V Platform options so that they are both selected. If Windows won't let you put a checkmark in the Hyper-V Platform option and displays a message stating that Hyper-V cannot be installed, the processor does not have required virtualization capabilities, then you do not have virtualization enabled on this computer. To fix this, you need to reboot into the BIOS and enable Intel VT or AMD V virtualization before continuing with these steps. Once you have a checkmark in both options, click on the OK button. Windows will now begin to install Hyper-V into Windows. When it has finished installing Hyper-V, Windows will prompt you to reboot your computer in order to enable the Hyper-V platform services. Once restarted, you can click on the Start menu and type Hyper-V again and you should see a search result called Hyper-V Manager as shown below. Click on this result to launch the Hyper-V Manager, which will now allow you to create a new virtual machine. Sometimes when you create a Hyper-V virtual machine, you may name it with a name that is not accurate or that you no longer wish to use. This article will provide 3 methods to rename a Hyper-V virtual machine so that it uses the name that you want. CPU virtualization is a hardware feature found in all current AMD and Intel CPUs that allows a single processor to act as if it was multiple individual CPUs. This allows an operating system to more effectively and efficiently utilize the CPU power in the computer so that it runs faster. This feature is also a requirement for many virtual machine software and is required to be enabled in order. If you are no longer using Facebook, but wish to keep your account, you can deactivate it anytime. This allows you to come back to the account whenever you want without losing your data that you have posted to Facebook. Below are instructions explaining how to deactivate your account on both the desktop site and through the mobile app. This tutorial will explain how to open an elevated command prompt in Windows 10. You can use this command prompt to type commands that will be executed with administrative privileges. Windows 10 includes a dark mode setting, otherwise known as a dark theme, that changes the colors used by Windows and some installed apps to darker colors. While dark mode was originally created so that Windows would display less light and thus would not disturb others who may be sleeping, many have found that they prefer to use a dark theme at all times as they find it easier on the eyes. VMDR Vulnerability Management. Detection and response, discover, assess, prioritize, and patch critical vulnerabilities in real time and across your global hybrid IT landscape, all from a single solution. Text source, bleepingcomputer.com.